All right, and good afternoon to all of you from the Murphy Girl here in Santa Rosa, California, on the Rancho. Just make sure that I've got a few things adjusted here. There we go. Get this adjusted. Welcome everybody. Make sure that that's going to carry over. Okay. Do 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 ba da ba da ba doo boo boo. I know some of you have to work today. I feel for you in every way. But we're gonna make the famous lemon meringue pie. Yes, we're gonna do it once again. Why would we do it once again? Because everyone loves it. Do 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 ba bum bum ba ba boo skadoo boo 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 da ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba boo boo boo. And Keith Gregory, United States Navy retired. Think about you every day. What a cool guy you are. I hope Santa's on his way. Do. And welcome everybody in the Hitchcock Run. Paula Snickerdoodle too. You're in the Rancho kitchen. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. Valerie Looney, Merry Christmas. You're such a wonderful friend of mine. You're at work right now, so you can watch me on break. Well, I pulled the troops here on the Rancho, and without a doubt, I'm probably going to push the chocolate cake to New Year's. And once again, it is time to crank out a lemon meringue pie. You're going to need some flour, some sugar, some lemon juice. You're going to have to be adept at separating egg yolks from egg whites. Once again, to give you, do you like Dom Edna Everett? Yes, I do. Merry Christmas, Kelly. And it's a decent day out here. I think our weather's going to clear up coming up, so we're going to get right to this. Yes, it's a very requested pie. Here's what's going to happen today. I'm going to knock out the lemon meringue pie. I'm going to let that cool down for a while. Hopefully that'll be sliceable by this evening. And then I'm going to cut over to the Rosie O'Kelly channel. I'm going to do the shrimp stir fry for dinner. I have leftover rice. I have sesame oil. I have a little bit of brown sugar. I have a little bit of ginger. And soy sauce. We're going to make an epic treat here today. Well, one of my moderators will show up here soon. Merry Christmas, Jay Money. Nice to see you. As long as the dude isn't being offensive, it's okay on here. So let me go ahead. We're going to get underway. I got my oven set to 500 degrees here. Vanessa, Merry Christmas to you. It's probably getting on Boxing Day over in the Great United Christmas, United Kingdom. Hello, Ginger. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas to you. So, why do I get requested to do this? Because it's a very popular pie. It's a great tasting pie. We use our own lemons from the Rancho. I went out today. I picked about 10 lemons. I squeezed almost a cup and a half of lemon juice, and I zested every one of those oranges to get the outside rind on it to make it very tasty. And you need to have that zing. I also separated five egg yolks from the egg whites. I've sent some. Let's see. What is? Oh, okay. I will, Mila Bella. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. And Merry Christmas, Bean. And to all of you, I was listening to Laura's Hope a little bit. Merry Christmas to you, Laura. And I'm very hopeful it's for 2020. Hello, Johnny West. Nice to see you. The dude, we're going to definitely put you in timeout here now. You're spamming the chat. would use her in timeout. There we go. RB Fat Cat. I was just getting ready to watch your deep sea fishing. I hope you enjoy them. They're set to cinematic. Everybody that's baking, you should have what are called pie weights, or you should, hey Yasmin, Merry Christmas, or like beans or something like that that you can use. We're going to do blind baking a pastry show here for the lemon meringue pie. Hello, Red Pill. Can someone please? The dude is, I put him in timeout over there. So I'm going to start with 2 cups of flour here. Merry Christmas. There's my daughter Bean Sprout there. Nice to see you. I'm going to grab my cup. I like to do all my stuff beforehand. It makes it a little faster. Zest your lemons. Squeeze your lemons. This is going to be a big pie. I have a 9-inch pie shell here. My Labella, Merry Christmas, Marshall.
Merry Christmas, Marshall.
I will certainly make sure that he gets that. Thank you, My Labella. Merry Christmas to you, Nellen. Always so happy to see you on the chat streams. Always positive and keep it good. Like I say, it's what's going on in the Rancho is not to everybody's taste. I understand that, but I'm amazed that people are still able to rise above and have a good time. I've got all-purpose flour here. I'm going to put 2 cups in. We're going to roll this out pretty thin. You probably need a little less, but I can use any more for making something else. Merry Christmas, Shiloh Rose, and thank you again, My LaBelle. I will make sure that he gets that and make sure that he gives you the appropriate thank you. To this pie flour, I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of sugar to it. I'm going to get my whisk out, wherever my whisk is. You're going to need the mixer too to beat in. You're going to need a little bit of cream of tartar too to beat into to beat the egg whites. Sometimes I do it by hand if I have a copper bowl, but I don't. So I'm mixing this together. Merry Christmas. God bless you. Just kind of tuned in. Thank you, Marshall. Mila was kind enough to donate $20 to you. So, you know, we got things squared away here on the Rancho today. The Shine Shack is coming back. It's looking good out there. So I'm happy. So I'm going to give a reward to the troops here today. We're going to take 1 stick of butter, and this should be really cold. I'm going to get a glass of ice water too. And you need that ice water. And all I do is take some ice cubes and I get a little bit of water here. I know my crazy Baltimore accent. Set that water aside down here on the counter. Merry Christmas, Marshall. Merry Christmas, Jewel. And I hope early this evening, Marshall will invite me onto his stream to go out there to Shine Shack and celebrate Christmas on his stream. I think it would be a lot of fun tonight to do that. So, all right, I'm going to put in my stick of butter here, which is a 1/2 cup right into the bottom down here, and we're going to cut this up. We're going to get my knife out here. This is going to be really an extra tart one, so I zested 10 lemons. All right, I'm going to cut that into some bits. Right now, the block is too big to use. Okay, so I'm just kind of chopping that up a little bit. Before we use our pastry cutter, then late tonight I'll be on Rosie McNamara. And there we go. These things are great. These are pastry cutters, they call them, and these are good for cutting into fats. Okay. Hey, Susie, Merry Christmas to you, honey. I had to straighten your son out this morning. There's Susie, Chris's mom, Nomadic Ninja. I like them very much. They provide me a lot of entertainment. And what you do is you just push down on this, and then you twist the handle as you're pushing down. Make sure your hands are very clean. I pre-washed my hands. Hey, Elvis, how you doing? What's up? Merry Christmas to you in the great state of Wisconsin. All right. What I'm doing is just getting that all cut in there. And it takes a little bit of doing. It wants to stick to this, but over time it'll pick up some flour. Be okay. You need to work this step rapidly, okay? Beta Boy Elvis in the great state of Wisconsin. All right. One of my favorite. Absolutely, guys. When I rode through Wisconsin on my way to Dubuque, Iowa, without a doubt, Wisconsin had the most beautiful farmland that I had ever seen, with the rolling hills. I drove from Milwaukee to Dubuque and on, and I could not believe how beautiful the little farms were, and just how impressed I was with Milwaukee and the whole state of Wisconsin. Really good people. Some of the friendliest people I met on my travels were up there. Okay. Chas, Merry Christmas to you, sweetie. Merry Christmas to you. There's Nomadic Ninja. All right, let me go ahead and make sure that's all worked in. We're going to keep the flour solidified here. That's why I'm going to be adding ice water to it. Some people will add a little bit of vinegar to loosen up and make sure that the dough is workable here. Okay. That's all been cut in really good. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this too. That's nice to see you, Tess, in the great state of Pennsylvania. One of our wonderful silver button YouTubers here, and somebody that's always been incredibly kind to me here on YouTube, and I appreciate her very much. Let's go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of ice water. Now I'm just going to draw this in towards the center, okay? Let it start gathering up. Let the flour start to mate with the water there. And it'll start to become a little shaggy looking, which is good. 55 degrees, I heard. Yep, the USS Wisconsin. They always told me stories of the USS Maryland. Lucky Mary, they called her. At Pearl Harbor, it survived. All right, here we go. And was able to respond the fastest to help people. All right. Okay. Put that in there. And you can see it's starting to get shaggier as I add the water to it. A lot of people don't make pies because this tends to be very intimidating, this part of the process. So you have to work rapidly here. Okay. You don't want your fats to melt here. So if I've missed you, Joe Smith, love your baking. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Stream looks good. The days of the lousy streams are over. So I'm going to continue to cut this in until it picks up enough moisture to roll out and stay together. So it'll take, you can see it's getting shaggier all the time. Yeah, I'm very happy about the stream and having this issue solved. I'm running on Wi-Fi here. I'm happy I don't have to drag the yellow cord around, this blue cord around. Let's hope it sustains, but I think it should. All right, still getting a little shaggier here. You got to make sure you've picked up all the flour. There's no way that this will stick together, okay? You'll end up using about 4 to 5 tablespoons. Naming a submarine the USS Arizona, that's quite a tribute. And if any of you ever get a chance to get out to Pearl Harbor, it's really very moving They put you on a little launch at shore and they take you out right over top of the battleship Arizona. And you can still see occasionally an oil bubble coming up from the bottom. And remember, that's a graveyard with thousands of servicemen entombed down there from that tragic day, December 7th, 1941. I'm working this with just a little bit more water. We should be able to go here. I want a dough that's going to hang together really well. I'm going to roll it out a little bit thinner this time. Yeah, it's just a little different. Well, I'll be on late night tonight. I'll be on McNamara tonight, doing a little drinking. So I'm trying to hit all the channels today. All right. Now that's starting to come together really good. I'm going to get this into a ball now. Make sure your hands are really clean. My hands have healed wonderfully from all the demolition work on the Lisa Marie. We're going to work this a little bit together. We're not going to overwork it, but we want this to be into a nice ball here, okay? And then we're going to turn this out on the counter and it can roll it. Yeah, all the good ships. Well, there were still some, good ships in there. Some of the standards of the Pacific Fleet were in there. Luckily, all of our aircraft carriers were at sea. That would have been would have prolonged the war forever to rebuild all that. Okay. So I'm working that together. So if you have a chance to go to Oahu and you have a chance to go to the Arizona Memorial, it's really wonderful. And they do a really first-class job out there. And I got Keith Gregory in here, who himself is retired United States Navy. United States Navy. Merry Christmas, Colleen, to you in the great state of Hawaii. Mele Kalikimaka, as I think that they used to say. All right. And I hope all your dreams come true for 2020. All right, so here we go. Gonna remove these. And we're gonna get rolling. Get this dough rolling. We're gonna roll this right out here. Make sure your counter is nice and clean. Okay, we're gonna lay down a little flour here. All right. We are gonna roll this bad boy out. Merry Christmas. I know many of you are alone on Christmas Day, and I'm happy to be able to have you come in here and share it with us. Make sure you roll all the way to the end, okay? All right. And you want to just add some more flour underneath. Keep it lightly floured on top of it. Hey, Kim, how are you? What's up, Kitten Cat? Feliz Navidad to the feline. We're going to continue rolling this out. We're going to get this nice and thin. Then we'll be able to say to everyone we had a total win. And I'm going to roll this out a little thinner. The last time I made it, the crust was a little bit thick on it. So I'm going to have some extra. And make sure that you roll it all the way out. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing. You say, I remember having Christmas on Oahu, and how strange it was to be 80 degrees and coming out all filled after the Christmas buffet and just feeling, All right. Merry Christmas, Fitz. Nice to see you. My wonderful electrical engineer friend there. And I'm rolling this thinner this time. Okay, and I'm going to have plenty left over. but I don't want it too thick, and I feel like that's pretty good. I'm going to take my pie plate and sit it here, and I've sprayed it on the bottom a little bit. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to attempt to roll this up on the rolling pin. It's a lot to get on here. Let's see if we can pull this up without destroying it. And I'm going to lay it right down in the pan right there. I'm going to bring it right back to the center. Okay. And I'm going to kind of push it down in here. I do not want this to tear at all. I don't want to put any stress on it. Okay. And then I have plenty of excess around the edges. I like to use scissors to cut that off. I guess the scissors ain't here, so we're going to have to make do. That means they're somewhere on the build. We're going to cut this around here, and then we're going to flute the edges of this. Make a nice decorative edge here. Thank you, Cab 7.
God's blessings upon you and yours at Rosie Murphy. Continuously passing the peace forward through the Christmas season.
There's one of the most amazing people on YouTube. Thank you, Ben, and Merry Christmas to you. And I hope that you have a peaceful one. I know you had a very tough end to 2019. I think that you're one of the most amazing people on YouTube. So I'm making sure that that's all pushed down without putting any stress on it. Trying to get a uniform. Thank you, Ben. Oh, you were Daddy's girl. I'm sorry, Judy. Let's go ahead now. We're gonna roll the excess underneath here, and this will give us enough to do a fluting or a decorative edge on this. Okay. Just roll your excess. Make sure you leave about an inch or two over the sides here. Okay, and try to get it nice and uniform all the way around. All right. And I'm going to put that underneath. Make sure that's all under there. It's probably a little too much over here. I'm going to cut a little of that away and get all of this tucked underneath here. Okay. Try to get it all uniform so we can put a really nice edge. Yeah, I love Cab 7. I enjoy Green Bay Wacky too. Alright, so I'm basically have reached that stage right now. You're going to have some excess here. I'm not going to worry about it today. I didn't make that much excess. Now it's time to get your fingers and flute the edges. Take your thumb like that and work your way around. Okay, this is going to be a big pie. This is going to have a lot of meringue on top of it. Alright. Now we're pushing that around. Would it every day was Christmas Day. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. And kind of push it over the edge a little bit. And you can see there's the decorative fluting on that. Just ate some coconut custard pie with both hands. All right, I think you'd agree that's a very nice looking shell right there. Into the freezer she goes. Now, why do I pop that into the freezer? Why do I pop that into the freezer? The reason is I pop that into the freezer is because by freezing that or getting it to stiffen up, it'll hold its shape while the initial heat of the oven is able to freeze that form of the outside edge there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's why often using a pre-frozen pie shell will sometimes work the best. Thank you, Johnny West. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little cleanup while that's in. I think we're going to set our timer for about 10 minutes. Everybody that's a baker, a serious baker, who bakes pies, you should invest in pie weights. These are little ceramic balls that are heat resistant. And you need them, though, when you're blind baking, you need to hold up the sides of the crust so that they don't fall in because of the oil and the butter, the fats and everything, okay? All right, I'm going to clean up the counter a little bit, get a few things cleaned up here. And welcome those of you who came later. I will be cutting over to Rosie Murphy, to Rosie O'Kelly to make the stir fry for dinner tonight. We got Bobby coming over. We got Bobby coming over about 5 o'clock, so we got time today. I was out there on the Shine Shack today, giving my seal of approval on that. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. Let's go ahead. Another tool you need to have is a bench scraper. Okay, these things are great for cleaning up counters, because we need to make our we need to start making our filling here. These things just make baking a whole lot easier than using a sponge and all that, getting your sponge all gooey. My Labella donated $20.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
So because of your good effort today, I'm making a lemon meringue pie.
All right.
Okay, extra zesty. So I appreciated you cleaning up the Shine Shack. Now the job is keep it clean. Okay. And then tomorrow we'll go shopping.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everybody. I was just
Yeah, let me put this up a little bit here.
doing my
There we go.
Facebook thing.
Yep. Well, I'm hoping I can join you on your stream tonight.
Yeah.
Welcoming everybody and wish your subscribers a Merry Christmas. Be interested in seeing Marshall's when we get closer to New Year's to hear what his goals are for 2020. My main goal is to be a BBW.
Well, Troy's got a BBW over now, 48-year-old that he met on OkCupid.
Yeah, you were telling me.
And he's got Narcy coming over for Christmas. And he said she eats like a horse.
Yeah, good.
He might order Chinese for Christmas.
Okay, well I'm going to be making. I got a lot of shrimp here. What did I get? I got almost 2 pounds of shrimp here today.
Oh.
Yeah, have a seat if you want.
I was gonna go back to my Facebook.
Oh, okay.
All right. My laundry here.
Okay.
And I wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Pop in
New Year's.
anytime.
And,
Yep.
and I'm gonna just
Follow the progress of the pie.
yeah. I actually.
How's that pie shell look?
Are you making the shell like
Look at that.
scratch?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
I hand you it. I rolled it out thinner this time too.
All right. So then.
Okay, Marshall.
I just wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and thank you, Mila Bell, and
It's
everybody
already
Merry
clean,
Christmas.
Jordan Blue. It's already clean.
We'll be on later on tonight. I
Yep,
guess.
I'll be on Marshall's and then during late night on McNamara. So celebrating a little bit of Christmas cheer tonight. Very glad to have you along. Merry Christmas, Jordan Blue. Always love you, honey. All right. Do 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 do. All right. Unbelievable sales in the shop, huh? All right. All right. It's a boring day in New Zealand. Yeah, thank you, Maddowick. She said to uninstall and reinstall. Missy Jones, wonderful. Yeah, she gave me. You can see a little shimmer. on my lips. Missy Jen did me right, baby. All right. Now we're going to start our filling here. And I have 1 1/4. Well, I got almost 1 1/2 cups. I went out today and I picked 10 lemons. I zested them. If you look in the bottom, you can see some of the zest in there. I'm going to strain this through. There's a seed in there too. I don't want anybody to get a seed. I got my little strainer here and I'm going to strain this right in. Here. See all that zest that I pulled. Look at all that zest. Pop that right in. Well, I probably shouldn't have done that, right? Shouldn't have put the zest together. Now I can't get the seed out, right? Well, I see the seed right there. So we'll see if we can isolate that seed. Okay, there's 1 seed there. I'm going to pull that out. Grab that. I should have put these, I should have kept these separate. See if we can get that. I don't want anybody to get a seed. Okay, there's 1 seed. Boom. Let's go ahead and see if we can get another one out there. There's another seed. I think I only got 2 seeds. I was pretty careful. But I don't want to have a pie. It has a seed in it for sure. And I think that was it. I'm looking inside here. Oh, there's 1 more there. And 1 more there. I shouldn't have combined the zest and everything. That's good now. Alright, now we're good to go. Let's go ahead and put that down. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I was satisfied with the Shine Shack. A lot of that stuff is stuff for the build in the back. We just don't have a lot of places to put that right now. The bathroom's looking good. Alright. Alright, so that's all strained out. And now we're going to pour all this grape juice. We've got about 1.5 cups of zest and lemon juice. We're going to put it into our pot here. Get all that goodness. That's what all the intense flavor of a lemon meringue pie is right there. Okay, now we're going to put about 3 cups of water in here. Make a real nice filling here. Okay. Make a nice filling. We got a big pie, so I'm putting a lot in there. Yeah, the seed can act as a dental surprise. Yeah, not the kind of surprise I want to give people though, Kit and Kat. Alright, let's go ahead. I'm going to add quite a bit of cornstarch in here. I bought a fresh cornstarch yesterday. I think it's up here. Where did I put the cornstarch? I bought a nice fresh cornstarch here. And that means our pie is ready to roll. Bought a nice fresh cornstarch. And I'm going to use, since I want a bit of a firmer set, I'm going to use just shy of 1/2 cup of cornstarch there, okay? Let's put that away. Cornstarch is always messy, isn't it? Alright. Put this away. Ooh. This is going to be our bowl for making the meringue, and we need to have very good technique for this. There can't be 1 bit of oil in here or 1 bit of grease. in here, or else your egg whites will not turn into meringue. Super sales. Sean Shack's all clean now. All right. Everything is A-okay. I had 5 egg yolks I separated from the egg whites, and I'm going to go ahead and put them into the container. I had 2 double yolk eggs. Man, is that good luck, huh? 2 of them. And then I've earlier I let my eggs at room temperature, and I've separated the yolks there. Okay. Now some producers, they will add artificial coloring to the pie. I don't believe in doing that. I believe in keeping it totally natural. Merry Christmas, Matt and Eric. You handsome boys, you. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead. I'll be sharing that hot tub in Georgia with the boys. I'm going to put 1½ cups of sugar in here. It's a very tart. This will balance it out. This is a big pie here. Okay, and that's all of our ingredients that we're going to need. Okay. We're going to have a little bit of butter we're going to add once it sets up to its gel point, to its firm point here. Butte cake pie. Let me go ahead and take my whisk and get this all combined in here. Some people will fold in the egg yolks one by one. I don't do all that. It's already got a nice yellow color to it too. Okay. Just get that pre-mixed. Give it a little bit of a taste. Good. I mean, nice and tart. This will get a head start on getting this all combined. Okay. All right, now we can remove our pie shell from the freezer here. Let's go ahead and do that. Merry Christmas, Missy Jane. All right, yeah, the handsome boy Brandon. Merry Christmas to you and Trish and your crew. I promise I'll stop by soon. Oh yeah, there's our pie shell. That should hold position really good. There it is, our pie shell. Okay, focus. Now I'm going to go ahead and dock the bottom. It's very important you do that, or else it'll rise up. Okay, docking it with a fork. You can see what I did there. Now we're going to get some aluminum foil. You have to use an oven-safe pie plate, okay? But this thing is cold, and this thing would crack if it wasn't a Pyrex oven-safe tempered one. We're going to go ahead and push this all around the edges here. Okay. Get that all firmed into your edges. Try to push it into your flutes there. I want this thing to really hold its shape this time. Sometimes I get lazy and just lay it in there. Okay. This time I'm trying to really press it in. Okay, go ahead and take your pie weights. I don't want to add any citric acid. There we go. All right. We're going to go ahead and spread our pie weights to the edge here, and they're going to keep the sides from coming down. And into the oven she goes for about 15 minutes. I'm at 500 degrees, okay? And there we go, 500 degrees, and I'm going to put this on about 15 minutes, and welcome all of you to the Rancho. Once again, probably about 4 o'clock, 4:30, I'll start the shrimp stir fry. I got 2 pounds of shrimp. I got on a super special. I was really lucky. 2 pounds for $9 on shrimp. Really nice, good size ones. I got some cold rice. I got some brown sugar. I've got sesame oil. Got everything I need for a good stir fry here. That'll be it. Do 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 do. Well, actually, it looks worse than it is, Madowicks. There's a lot of cleanup been done, but the stuff in the back can't be done. That's all stuff for the van build. So Missy Janet went out there today. If she's happy, I'm happy. Clean up a few things here. Yeah, I don't have any. I might have some in here. Not sure if I have. I'll have to see what I have. If I don't, I can put in some regular onions too. Okay. Let's see what I got. No, I'm just gonna dice chop one regular onion should be fine, and get that pre-started. The frugal chef, that's me. That guy got in all kinds of trouble, didn't he? All right. Yep. Let's make sure our timer is set. Get about 15 minutes on that. Meanwhile, we can start concentrating on our meringue. Make sure your bowl is meticulously clean there, okay? Or you're gonna have major problems making a meringue. All right. So into this, we can add our egg whites. They're at room temperature. No egg yolk in them at all. If you get any egg yolk in them, you failed. Okay, into our bowl there. A mixing bowl. And I'm going to get some cream of tartar. And I have here cream of, where is my cream of tartar? There it is. I got the institutional size. You know where tartar comes from? From the inside of wine barrels. I'm going to get my vanilla out too. I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of cream of tartar to this. Okay. Right in there. Merry Christmas, Eddie. Merry Christmas, God of Destruction. Merry Christmas, pecan baby. Yeah, the shrimp are all clean. I leave them tail on. Tail on is fine. Let people pull the tail off. That's the way we usually get served on a stir fry. Let's get the vanilla out. Boop-a-doo, boop, 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 boop-a-doo. Got our vanilla extract here. And now I need to get my mixer and beater here. I just used a single whisk one here, and it seems to work quite well. Normally I do everything by hand, but I don't want to wear my hand out whipping all this stuff. So, hey, how you doing, Tyler? Yeah, okay, thank you, Rosary. Merry Christmas to all of you. Hey, Trish, how you doing, beautiful? She got her gift of a beautiful baby boy. 3 boys now. Imagine that. Trish, you're soon to star in My Three Sons. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. This is gonna thicken up real good. This, okay? So we can sit that aside. We're not gonna make that too early yet. We're gonna concentrate on our pie shell. Here's a trick. If you're gonna make a lemon meringue pie and you don't want it to weep, and you want to make sure that it is sanitary and not going to give you any kind of foodborne illnesses or anything like that, you've got to ensure that the egg whites are cooked above. And there's 2 ways to do that. If you try to let your pie cool down, then make your meringue and put it on top of it, it's not going to bake the egg whites in it, okay? I don't care if you put it under to get that nice golden brown on top. It's not going to get that. It's not going to be safe to eat. What you need to do is that meringue has got to be ready to go as soon as that sets up, the filling sets up to its set point. And I put 1 tablespoon of butter in that to kind of smooth it out a little bit. You've got to pour that into the pie shell. It's going to be blistering hot. And you got to slam that meringue on top of that right then and there. That's going to begin cooking those eggs from the bottom. Then we're going to put it in the oven and it's going to finish off very nicely with the brown on top. That's the way to have a very safe meringue, okay? Otherwise, you can try the Italian method of heating up sugar syrup and pouring it into your egg whites slowly and all that. But it's got to be hot, okay? It's got to be hot, or it's going to be a fail. All right, I'm going to sit this on the side here. That's a little trick from me to you to make it kind of failure-proof there. Oh, you went to a community Christmas lunch. Lamb, pork, chimera. It was a big feast and took home loads of leftovers. Awesome. Good for you. Made homemade ice cream. Got an ice cream maker from the thrift shop. Yeah, that's good. So I'm going to let this go a couple minutes. I'm going to take a break and get a little bit of air. It's really hot in here. Just a relatively nice day here. We're going to have great weather for the next 10 days. I don't see a bit of any kind of rain in the forecast at all. This is Jen. Another Christmas on the Rancho. 5 years of bliss at Christmas time. You were quite the elf. Why don't you pop in and say hi to everybody?
Came to Christmas once. It was the day after Christmas. George. Imagine, buddy. Was just about ready to go out. Da-dee da-da, da-dee da-da, da-dee da-da-da-dee. Let me put this up. What? Not for short people here. Good morning, everybody. Good evening, good day, good night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is that you're celebrating today. If you don't celebrate, just I hope you're having a good day. And let's see. What is the name of this? What is this? This is a hangout. Merry Christmas to you, and I hope you are having a good day today, health-wise, and not in too much pain or anything. I know you're going through a lot right now, so I wish you all the best for the upcoming new year, 2020. Hope that you will have a good recovery from everything that you're going through. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to all of you. Wonderful people. I'm going to be taking Georgie for a quick chooch before it gets dark and the zombies come out. You want Elvis to sing a Christmas song? Well, I'm doing okay. I'm tough as nails. Complaining is not gonna make things better, so you make the best out of it, right?
That's looking good. That pie shell is looking good.
You live every single day the best that you can. You try to be the best that you can. Try to do something for somebody else if you can, and if you can't, you try at least make somebody feel good every single day. Put a smile on somebody's face.
That's the way of life.
That way you have made a positive impact into this world every single day. And that's a good thing. I got Elvis something, yep. I got him something. Complaining will not make you feel better. That'll actually throw you into a depression if you start complaining. I found for myself it is much better to find yourself something that you enjoy, even if it's listening to music or whatever it is that you enjoy, and pursue that. I used to enjoy a lot of times just listen to music and mess around with my tractors and stuff, and I used to do that in my 20s and 30s. And guess what I'm doing now again? I have discovered my love for music again.
Hey.
I haven't done anything with music for almost 18, 19 years. And I'm back into the techno, rave, dance, trance, whatever music. And I'm listening to a lot of music again. Away from any kind of drama. Keeping that positive energy. As I might call somebody awesome here on YouTube, and keeping the positive energy going, and doing things for myself to make me feel good, and occasionally maybe make a video to make you all feel good that want to enjoy my content. And try to just be positive in life, and that's the bottom line. Just keep the negativity away out of my life, and just not watch it.
I always ask people, what's the top line?
What's the top line? The top line is we're gonna have 10 days of no rain coming.
Maybe longer if we're
And
lucky.
maybe even longer if we are lucky.
If we are lucky. Jen, I'm going to remove this for a second. If I can get you to move your ample arse to the side here. Go ahead and pull this out.
Did you all see her lipstick?
Shimmery.
Did you see her shimmery lips? Ooh, so sexy today.
Alright, here we go. And this thing will hold its form now. We need to remove the pie weights and finish baking it off. I'm going to make that nice and golden brown. This is very dangerous here. You need to put your pie weights back in. Here, look at me. I'm all floured up. So you need to do this very delicately. Okay. Grab it carefully, because let me tell you, those ceramic weights are really hot. Make sure you use good quality aluminum foil. Oh, I just said that. And the foil popped on me. Woo! Haven't had that happen in a while. I got these things everywhere now. Don't grab them, they're hot. They're flying pie weights. Okay, not my best grab. The ones on the floor I'll just kick aside I'll put them into a strainer. And the ones down there we're going to have to let them go for the time being. Grab them with some hot gloves. Put them in there. Now we're going to throw this back in the oven again. Alright. What's up, David? Merry Christmas. Well, it happens. Thing is, you got to roll on. Alright, back into the oven. I'm going to sit this right on the bottom now. I can't put it. I'm going to sit it close to the bottom. And I'm going to give this another 10 minutes while the pie weights cool off here. I'm going to grab them and set my timer for about 10 minutes. Alright. Let me move this aside. These things are hot. Do not grab them with your hands. Well, they've cooled off a little bit now. Go ahead and grab the pie weights. I got a few on the floor. All right, there we go. One's on the floor. I'm going to deep six. I don't want to reuse any pie weights that hit the deck here. Got a couple more runaways here. All right. All right, we got to clean this up a little bit. Nobody got burned. That's why I like to keep the kitchen relatively clean when I'm doing baking and cooking. I don't like a lot of extra people in here. It's nice to have this professional range here. I'm looking forward to some shrimp stir fry tonight. All right. There's no harm, no foul. All right, let me get a little more drinky poo here. All right. We can set our pie weights aside now. It's Christmas. It's 2:43 p.m. here. So we'll have to, hopefully this pie will cool down enough to cut later. So that's my wish anyway. This is Mrs. Smith's approved. Yes, it is. Make sure you have your sugar and your vanilla ready to go too on the side. Oh boy. Okay, I've got my beater on. Once I pull my pie shell out, I'll next address making the meringue. Don't do the filling until the meringue is just about ready to go, okay? You need to make sure that this filling is super hot. You got to make sure your meringue is ready to go on top of that. Well, he's doing his own thing with his Facebook fans and stuff, so. I think we'll be eating off the good china tonight. The good china. I've got my shrimp all thawed out. Here, ready to go for later. It's gonna be a big fry. Merry Christmas, Sassy. Bobby's coming over. I go to a restaurant supply house to get really good mixer bowls. If you can afford them, which I can't, copper ones are good. Copper ones are really good to have. Copper works very well with egg whites. Starting to clean up the table a little bit. Get ready for tonight. Yep, I think we're going to eat on the good china tonight. Alright, so I'm ready to go. Let's take a look at the pie. Shell is looking better by the minute. We still got some more time though. We want that thing to be good and brown. I always buy my stuff at a restaurant supply place. So I'm going to do a little more cleaning here. I don't like to have a lot of mess to clean up later. Yeah, I love pie. I love pie. I love pie. Pie's like one of my favorites here. I want to get that thing good and brown. I have a Korean gold zinc noodle pot, especially for my Korean ramen noodle. Which reminds me, I got to get my wok out here. Love my big wok. It's really nice on the center burner. I got what's called a wok burner on the stove in the center there, and it works really, really well. Yeah, I cook as I clean. Had oyster stew. Merry Christmas, R.A. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. I always clean as I go. Let's put the pie weights away. Put them in a safe location. We always have to be worried about earthquakes here. Korean ramen noodles. Yeah, I like a good bibimbap, which is a Korean dish. His channel name is called Elvis Travels. Wrong glass. I do have a nice, it's one thing I bought that's really nice here because I do a lot of baking is a really nice convection oven here, 5-burner restaurant quality one. That's a 5-burner. Yeah, the finger's doing pretty good. Not that it's still got a little bit of discoloration, but it's better. Yeah, this has the center wok burner here, which I really like. And later on, I'll be doing the shrimp stir fry on the O'Kelly channel here. Yeah, it's a nice stove. It was a good investment. Yeah, Mila, the pie weights are outstanding for for baking. Yep, that baby's still got a ways to go. Keep that baby good and hot in there. It's a Fisher Paykel range. Fisher Paykel is the name of it. Do 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 do. I'm gonna miss Christmas time when it's gone. Yay, shrimp! Yeah, I have a big double sink here. Yep, big sink. I got nice granite countertops, so I did do that. I did have them. Hey, Kiwana, Merry Christmas to you. I could live on lemon meringue pie. Right, the door. I thought I heard somebody at the door. It was you. Police, huh? Oh, jeez, that went down. Everything's hit the deck today. More Christmas cards. More Christmas cards. Got that baby plenty hot now. Dish drawer's nice. Yeah, mouse toes. We are making another lemon meringue pie. Yeah, this is a Bosch dishwasher. It's so quiet when it runs. It's absolutely amazing. What is it?
It's winter outside.
Chilly out?
It's winter outside.
Winter
The
outside.
only thing missing is the snow. It's cold.
It's chilly. But at least the rain is going to be
It's
stopped. for 10 days.
blistering
Georgie! What are you doing?
But Bobby enjoyed it, so
Did you go walk? Huh? Did you go walking or did you go riding
He
today?
had to go over to, he didn't go riding.
No riding today.
No, but he went twice today.
Did you go walk today? Huh?
Did
you go walking? Huh? Did you go walk? Huh? I'm happy to go walk. Need to do, yeah, mouse toes. Merry Christmas. Hello, Deb. Hello, Icy. I'm an honorary Aussie. Honorary Aussie. Fisher Paykel uses 2.5 gallons of water. We need to go a little longer. Oh, it's starting to brown good now. I'm going to say about 5 more minutes. I want to make sure that the shell is really done here. It's going to be a beautiful shell, and we're going to sit that aside. I'm going to make some room on here. I think we'll eat on the good dishes tonight, Jen. Break out the time, but don't. Jen's like, don't, you know.
Right now, just want to bitch slap somebody.
You want to just hit somebody, huh?
Bitch slap somebody.
Yeah. Missy Jen wants to slap somebody. Hello. All right, Georgie, did you go ride? Did you go walk today? Huh? Did you go walking today? Huh? You went for your walk. Don't want to cook these over here. Don't want to make these egg whites too warm. Beautiful shells are a sign of fine pastry. Yes, they are, Mila. Yes, they are. Absolutely. I think I can go ahead and start whipping this up now. We're getting pretty close here. I smell that shell cooking. minute and check on our pie. All right, our pie is done. Our shell. Leave the oven on. Okay. That pie shell is really brown now. Oh. Make sure it's okay. Yeah, it might be a little overdone on the bottom, but I think it'll be fine. Leave your oven at about 500 degrees, okay? Yep. Check the bottom. Make sure that's going to be okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. Got a little crispy on the bottom. That'll be okay. But it's nice and brown, the pie shell. Now we're going to set this aside. Sit this on the side. All right. Put that right over there, and that pie shell is ready to go. Merry Christmas, Odds. Merry Christmas. There it is, our pie shell. It's ready to go. All right. A little darker than I like it, but it should do fine. Should make it nice and crispy. Yeah, meringue is a, so what we're going to do now is add a little bit of vanilla in here. Just a hint of vanilla. And then we're going to start putting a little bit of sugar in here too. I'm going to end up with about 1/4 cup of sugar. Sweeten up the meringue here. That's more than 1/4 cup, bro. Put some of that back. That should be plenty in there. And as I beat it, I'm now going to add that in to it. Back to the action. Here we go. Whip this so it makes stiff peaks like that. Okay, now we're going to set this aside. This will be ready to slam on top. We're going to give it one more whipping just before we put it on. Okay. Now we're going to remove. We're going to take our. Start heating up our mixture here. I got some goo down in the stove. Let me get this thing lit. This whole stove needs a cleaning. Okay, I'm going to put that on relatively low heat, and I'm going to stir this until it reaches the set point here. Yeah, it comes out pretty good. The shell's crispy, but it's good. It's okay. It's a little crispy on the bottom of it, but it'll be okay. I can kind of scrape that a tiny bit. I got a little bit aggressive with the heating there. I'm going to put that on low, and I'm going to kind of just clean this bottom off a little bit. Actually, I'm going to turn this off for a minute while I do this. Yeah, I'll just have them they kind of hit the floor. Set the shell aside and get rid of the overdew there, and it's good to go now, the shell. Okay, had a little bit extra, a little darker than I like on the bottom of it. So we'll empty that out now.